A lot of patients come into the clinic and say the same thing. My sense of smell is too strong. Everything smells overwhelming. Intuitively, that sounds like hypersensitivity or what people call hyperosmia. But a recent study looked at this more closely and the results were actually surprising. When researchers did objective smell testing on patients who reported hypersensitivity to smells, many of them were actually less sensitive on formal testing, not more. So, what's going on here? What this tells us is that smell perception isn't just about the nose, it's about how the brain processes smell. Some patients may have altered or distorted smells perception, where smells feel intense, unpleasant, or emotionally disturbing, even though the actual detection threshold is reduced. In other words, it may not be that smells are stronger, it may be that the smells are being processed differently. This is important because it changes how we approach these symptoms. If someone says they're hypersensitive to smells, that doesn't automatically mean that they have true hyperosmia. And treating them as if they do may actually miss the real issue. This study highlights why objective smell testing matters. It helps to distinguish between increased sensitivity, decreased sensitivity, and altered perception, all of which can feel very similar to patients. This also explains why some people feel overwhelmed by smells after a viral illness, head injury, or periods of significant stress. The sensory input may be altered, distorted, or emotionally amplified, even if raw smell detection is reduced. So, the takeaway is your symptoms are real, but the cause isn't always what it seems. Objective testing helps us to understand what actually is happening and guides more appropriate management instead of guessing. I'm Dr. Morgan Yost, helping patients understand the difference between how symptoms feel and what the testing actually shows.